Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look and we're going to cook up some Thrive Life Asian style noodle salad on their simple plate entrees. Alright, thanks for coming back. Thank you for joining me today. Today I wanted to show you one of the newer simple plate entrees that I haven't seen anybody on YouTube do yet. And what these are is kind of Thrive's answer to the Blue Apron kind of home meal delivery kit type of thing. Where they come in, if in preparedness, is they're really nice to have around during a short emergency. You know, you come home from work, you're tired, boom, you walk into your house, the power's out. So grab one of these off your shelves or off your storage racks and have one for dinner. You know the power's coming on in a few hours, whatever, but you don't want to go digging through all your storage gear and everything and start making a big meal. So they're also handy for things like hurricanes. You know, you got to cook something. Half of your house is down. Maybe your generator can't power the whole thing. And that's why we're going to cook out here today, because I want to do it on a camp stove, and I want to do this as if I'm really doing it during an emergency. And I'm going to just piece together what I can and put everything out here, and we're going to show you how it works. So we're going to tear into the box, and I'm going to give you a look inside. All right, what you see before you is all the contents of what was inside, along with a very nice instruction sheet. Now, what I do with these sheets is I save them. They give me good ideas, because you got to remember, everything that's in here, this is also a demo of Thrive Life food. This is the same stuff that Thrive Life sells in the number 10 cans and the pantry cans. Your grilled seasoned chicken, same stuff. Exact same stuff. Onions, everything. It's all the same. So that's what's inside. And we're going to go through this. One of the nice things about this is not only do you have the instruction manual, and it tells you everything you may need from your own pantry, down here at the bottom, okay? But things are labeled. So this is part 2 here. See the number 2 on them? There's 3 and there's 1. So your steps are all labeled, even the bottles of oil and stuff, and rice vinegar, everything is all labeled. So let me get a mixing bowl out and we'll start putting it together. All right, your first thing, the first step you're going to do with this, and again, this is the Asian style noodle salad. This can be served hot or cold. We're going to do it hot today. But the first step is you got to put on 6 cups of water. Now I have a little bit of extra water in here because I plan on using it to mix up my other ingredients, because it's required for other ingredients. And that would be the next step, which we're going to take the grilled seasoned chicken, onion slices, green onions, sesame seeds, cilantro, and 3/4 cup of water, of hot water, and stir it and coat it, and we'll wait for 5 minutes. But the first thing we're going to do is get some hot water. So one thing I wanted to explain while we're waiting for our water to boil are the 2 varying measurements on your instructions here. Okay? What we're cooking today is the classic pack, okay? It's this one here. Let me show you the box again. It's the smaller of the 2 boxes. The family pack is a little bit bigger. So for the classic pack, and here's your guide up here, where it says classic and then in orange brackets family, these are your measurements. 3 and 3.25 ounces or 6.5 ounces for the family. So if you get the instruction sheet and you're kind of confused, this one back here really confused me. It says add 3/4 cup of water plus 2 tablespoons, and it says 1 3/4 cups. So I had to look up front. So, the 3/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons is for the classic, and the 1 3/4 cups of hot water would be for the family pack. So just a little way to show you a little easy way to clear up any confusion on here. I know it kind of confused me at first when I saw it. So, let's wait for that water to boil, and we'll put in our thin rice noodles. Alright, the water is really close to boiling, so what I'm going to do before I put my noodles in there is I'm going to take out the appropriate water that I need to mix my next step. That is the 3/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons. Now what I'm going to do really is kind of eyeball it a little bit and be a little over, because I also need, well, that's right on the money. So we'll just throw that in there to mix our stuff. I'm off camera, but you'll see it. And I'll just grab a little extra water here for my 2 tablespoons later on for the other thing. So, since that's fairly close to boiling, and these are rice noodles, so they will go rather quickly, I'm going to put them in there. And that's another nice thing of this too. You can do all of this on one burner. You don't have to go out and buy a 2-burner stove. If all you have is 1 burner, hey, you're good to go. All right, now the next step. We've got our 3/4 plus 2 tablespoons. I'm going to snag that before it heats up too much. 1 and 2. Okay. Now we're going to mix in all this stuff in here. So we want the grilled chicken. Toss that in. We want the onion slices. There you go. Green onions. And cilantro. These black sesame seeds. Now what we're going to do is we're going to mix all this together and we're going to coat everything so it all rehydrates, and we're going to let that stand for 5 minutes, and once that's done, then we can move on to the next step. So I'm going to wait till this the noodles are done, the water is boiling, and I'll bring you back for the next step after that. Alright, I got the noodles going pretty good back there. They still have a few more minutes. We have our chicken and our vegetables and everything mixed up together there. The next step is going to be making the dressing for it, and that's step number 3. And again, the nice part is, here's everything you need, numbered 3 and 3. So, let's read it off here first, because this is the first time I'm making one of these. You want 1 tablespoon of hot water and the honey crystals. And you want them to stir until they're dissolved. Let's dig out the honey crystals. I'd probably use a smaller bowl for this next time, but it's okay. Roll a little bit more in there. And we're going to stir these in until this is all dissolved. Next step, we're going to add 2 1/2 tablespoons of soy sauce. One, 2 1/2. Let me turn this off. And I'm going to have to strain that, so we'll come back when that's strained. Now we want the seasoning blend. This stuff here. And that I got to really shake down because it's kind of a fine powder. Make sure you get it all out. Now back to the directions again, because again, this is my first time doing this. You want 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar and 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, and the vegetable oil, 1 1/2 tablespoons, which I've already measured out. Okay, so here is our rice vinegar. This is our sesame oil. So I'm thinking it's probably close to the exact amount in here, but I just want to be safe. Yeah. See, it was right on the money. That's almost empty. I'd probably just toss the last of that in there for good measure. And this is the rice vinegar. And we want 2 of that. There you go. So you've got your mix set up here, and we'll be stirring that up a little more. So let me bring you back once I strain this and we get this finished, and I'll show you how I finish off the plate. Now, since we're serving this on a plate today and we're not going to wrap it up, I'm not going to be using the rice paper. If you wanted to do wraps out of this once you mix it all together, you just dip the rice paper in hot water for 5 seconds, put it on a flat non-stick surface, and roll up your ingredients inside of it. But we're not going to be using that today. I'm going to be putting this out on a plate for you. We're going to kind of make it like almost like a spicy ramen dinner. Anyway, let's put the noodles in there. And you will want to do this quickly because rice noodles do tend to get a little sticky. I'm going to move them around a little bit. Put this in here. This is your chicken and vegetables and onions and everything else mixed in. And then, number 3 mix we did. Pour all that in there. Let me mix this around for a little bit. I'll put it on a plate and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, there is the plated final entree. Now remember, this is the Asian style noodle salad. And there's a bunch of ways you can serve this. You can serve this cold inside of some lettuce. You can serve it inside the rice paper. Or you can just have it a noodle dish like this. Now as you can tell, I've got that much there. And I still got probably another serving and a half to 2 servings in there. So depending on how hungry you are, I mean, if I'm starving and I've been working outside all day, I could probably kill the whole thing. But I'm going to give it a try because I haven't tried it out yet. Now, most of these that I've tried have been really, really good. And you can get this as a subscription service, so you can buy these individually. So let's see what we got here. Alright, it was perfect. Chicken's nice and tender. You can taste the spices in it. That is really, really, really good. And I'm going to have to obviously plate up some of this for my wife because she's going to be pretty upset if I eat this all. So anyway, that is the Asian style noodle salad, the Thrive Life Simple Plates. Again, this is used with all Thrive Life food in here. Nothing in here is not Thrive Life. So it gives you a good idea how to work with this stuff and how to cook with it, as well as keeping a few of these on your storage racks in your storeroom or wherever you store your food. Will give you a way to make a quick, easy dinner in a short-term emergency or even a long-term one. The shelf life on them isn't as good, you know, when you got a can that's going to last 25, 30 years, or one of these simple plates that'll last maybe a year and a half to 2 years. It's not as good, but let's face it, you'll probably use them up by then. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video today. Don't forget to check out our Amazon store down below. Just click the link, even if you don't need anything in the store. If you click the link and shop as you regularly would, it won't cost you any extra money. And it brings in a little bit of revenue stream for the channel so we can bring you more cool gear. Also, don't forget to check our Thrive Life link down below. I'm actually going to put that on top today since we're doing a Thrive video. And I'm going to show you all the neat stuff that we have in there. There are so many new items from Thrive and they're constantly innovating. And most of the food I have tried has been amazing. Actually, all the food I've tried has been amazing. So anyway, I'm going to go eat some lunch. And thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.